Hello everyone and welcome back. Now we begin with episode 11. This is the second to last episode before the Desperado and then the third and the fourth round of fight cards. So to begin this episode, we see a matchup between Biohazard and BloodSport. Biohazard's coming off a loss to Barricade very sadly, and BloodSport is coming off a win against Siege Engine. And so Biohazard needs to win here to not go to the Desperado, and BloodSport wants to win here because then they can go 2-0 and be in a great spot. But we'll have to see who can win this fight and who can get under who down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. 3, 2, 1, let the bot battle begin. Biohazard's way too low for BloodSport's spinner to do any damage. Biohazard pins them the first time, but now BloodSport goes under Biohazard with those forks. And Biohazard trying to go for a lift and they miss. Very not good for Biohazard. They need to use that lifter to their advantage in this fight. That's the only one they got to win this fight. And they go for another lift, but they cannot do anything with it. BloodSport uses those forks once again, trying to get that spinner into action, but they cannot. Biohazard keeps missing lifts. But now they have a chance, and they just got that spinner. They almost have the lift, and they keep trying, but they cannot. And BloodSport escapes once again. That spinner is way too high. BloodSport is going to find a different game plan. But now Biohazard goes under him and throws BloodSport out of the arena. What a different fight than from what I expected. BloodSport used those forks pretty good, but they did not use them for long because they were trying to get that spinner into action and it never worked. And Biohazard just kept missing lifts. But eventually, Biohazard got what they wanted and got a good lift and really threw BloodSport out of the arena to get their first win of the season and not to make the Desperado. Great win by Biohazard to send BloodSport to 1-1. Up next, we see Fight Force and Killer Bee. Killer Bee lost to Ice Wave in their first fight. Very unfortunate for them. And Fight Force pretty dominantly beats Blue Flame in their first fight, landing one of the biggest shots of the entire season so far. And so both of these bots are in two very different positions. Well, Killer Bee has to win this fight to not end up in the Desperado, and Fight Force really wants to go to 2-0 to have a chance in the postseason. And so whoever wins this fight could make or break their season. Let's find out who wins this fight down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. 3, 2, 1, let the bot battle begin. Fight Force goes under first and lands on a not very good shot. Fight Force already kicking out this fight, landing great shots, and this fight is over. This was a very bad matchup for Killer Bee because they cannot do anything. Fight Force got the first shots and then threw Killer Bee out of the arena for the win. Now we begin with the halfway fight of the episode. We see Titan take on Catapult. Titan lost in the main event to the defending champ Glitch, and Catapult lost to Beta in their first fight. And so whoever loses this fight, it might end up going to the Desperado, which would be very unfortunate for both of these machines. And so both of these bots also both have even records. Titan sitting at 1 win and that 1 loss to Glitch, and Catapult sitting at 6 wins and 6 losses. So whoever wins this fight will have 1 win above even record, and the loser will have 1 win below a even record. And so now let's find out who wins this fight down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. 3, 2, 1, let the bot battle begin. Titan trying to land the first shot, and they do. And land another shot, breaking off those 2 blue hinge parts for that flipper. And there goes a little flip by Catapult, and this fight is over. Great win by Titan. They avoid the Desperado and dominantly take out Catapult. Despite that one little flip that Catapult got, they really went to work and putting Catapult on their back eventually, and then throwing them out of the arena for the win. Great job by Titan. Up next, we have Gigabyte and Monochrome. Gigabyte beat Scorpios in their first matchup, and Monochrome beat a rookie in Diablo, very similar to their own design. And so if Monochrome can win this fight, they can prove themselves to 2-0, which basically guarantees them a shot at the postseason. And for Gigabyte, they really want to win this fight to have that chance too, but they have to go through a tough machine in Monochrome. Monochrome is known, at least for in Below 6 Test Robotics channel, they're known for very much of destruction, and especially against horizontal spinners, which are the easiest for them. So this is not in Gigabyte's favor, but we'll have to see who can win this fight. And we'll see if Gigabyte can get 1 win above even. Let's find out who wins this fight down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. 3, 2, 1, let the bot battle begin. Monochrome wins the very first shot. And with another great shot, Monochrome already going to hard work, and another one. Monochrome landing a bunch of great shots, and another. Gigabyte can do absolutely nothing like everybody expected. This will be a very easy win for Monochrome, like people expected. And another really good shot. Monochrome landing good shot after good shot, and a big pop up there by Monochrome. And this fight is over. Monochrome had every piece of this fight, landing multiple great shots to Gigabyte's shell, and even landing a massive pop-up, and eventually threw Gigabyte out of the arena, and took home the win to have a chance at the postseason. Great win by Monochrome. Up next, we see the fight before the main event in Bombshell and Huge. Huge lost to Fusion in their first fight by splitting in half, and Bombshell got dominated by Hypershock in their first fight. And so whoever loses this fight will end up going to the Desperado tournament. And for Bombshell, that does not want it to be them, because they want to win this fight and to get back into an even record. And as for Huge, they want to get their first win of their career in a season. And so we'll have to see who will win this fight down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. 3, 2, 1, let the bot battle begin. Bombshell landing kind of the most of the first strike. And another. They're getting under Huge easily, like expected. But if Huge is smart enough, they'll use those stabilizers for that are lower than Bombshell to get under Bombshell. And so far it's not working because Bombshell is going right at the face. And now Huge turns back and gets a nice little pin there. And now putting Bombshell in the screws. And Bombshell's upside down. They could leave him there to win this fight, but they choose not to. And they choose him to keep the fight going. They try to give him a little nudge and it does not work at all. What a bad decision by Huge. And Bombshell can try to break Huge in half now. But Huge puts them in the screws again. And they're upside down again. And so Huge is not going to make the same mistake this time. Giving a tinier nudge. And this fight might go to Huge. And yes, Huge will try to back away here. And they're still not. And now they decide to back
10,
away.
9, 8,
and Huge,
7,
the countdown has
6,
started.
5,
and Huge
4,
will get this win
3, 2,
and move to 1-1 and send
knockout.
Bombshell to the Desperado tournament. What a very good fight for Huge. Despite Bombshell getting under when they went to face, Huge used those stabilizers very well and kept Bombshell at bay for the most part and put him in the screws twice. The first time getting Bombshell on their back, but then they gave him too big of a nudge and they self-righted Bombshell, which was not good for them at all. But eventually they put Bombshell back on their back and took home the win. Great job by Huge. Now it's time for the main event. Hyperdrive and Barricade. Hyperdrive beat Thunderbolt in their first matchup, which I think Thunderbolt's now headed to the Desperado because they not lost a Red Alert. And Barricade beat Biohazard in their first fight. And so both of these bots are coming off wins. And they both have 5 losses on their career. So the loser of this fight will end up getting their 6th loss of their career. And Hyperdrive does not want it to be them. And they want to get to 2-0 to be in the good spot and have a chance at the postseason. And Barricade also wants to get there, but only one bot can get there, and it will have to be one of these 2 bots. Let's see who wins this main event down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. 3, 2, 1, let the main event begin. Hyperdrive lands the first shot. Hyperdrive is built more like a brick now. It's going to be a lot harder to break them. And a nice good pop-up by Hyperdrive. They're really trying to contain Barricade here. It's very hard to, and they have a nice pop-up. But Hyperdrive still has those reliability issues. Could come and play. They could play very easily, but they are not. And they're landing great shots after great shot. The Barricade knows how to win fights when it comes down to it. Barricade starting to break their own barricade. And a nice spin Hyperdrive goes into there. And another really good shot by Barricade. Barricade are taking full advantage. And Hyperdrive is on their back. This is not good for Hyperdrive whatsoever. And Barricade can take full advantage. And another really good shot by Barricade.
10,
and they will take this
8,
win. And
7,
they will move to 2-0.
5, 4,
Great
3,
win by Barricade.
2, 1, knockout.
What a marvelous win by Barricade. Hyperdrive controlled this fight from the start, but it did not matter towards the end because Barricade found a way to tip Hyperdrive on their side and then their back. Really paid off because they won in the long run. They won, not the battle, but they won the war between these two machines. And they left Hyperdrive there to get counted out and took home the win against a very tough machine. Next episode is the last episode of the second round of fight cards. Before we get into the Rookie Bots tournament and the Desperado and the third and fourth round of fight cards. And so the fights we will see next episode are between Free Shipping, Double Trouble, Beta, Killfang, Gruff, and Deadlift, Siege Engine, and Kraken, and a matchup between Duck and the Ballistics Test Robotics mascot, Nemesis, and the main event, the channel mascot, Emulsion, takes on a new bot similar to Matterham and Duke. All these fights will be next episode. See you in the next one. Bye!